Let's talk about rural Japan. What do you picture? No Wi-Fi, sumo wrestlers, hand-tilling rice fields? Maybe a geisha appears offering lukewarm sake on a dirt floor. It's all very poetic and mostly wrong. That's the kind of wrong that makes for good TV. Tourists, you have a vision. Zen gardens, silent monks, karate in an afternoon from a riddle-speaking master. Spoiler, it's not that simple. My own expectations? Ambitious. I thought I'd become a samurai, write haikus, master chopsticks. It was a beautiful dream, shattered by reality. The reality check is always part of the fun. It's coming for all of us. Brace yourselves. There's more high-speed internet than you'd believe. And fewer samurai chores, thankfully. Think less Last Samurai, more Lost in Translation with more bewildered screaming, mostly from me. This is rural Japan, folks. It's weird, it's wonderful, it's wired. The countryside isn't stuck in the past, it's a blend of old and new. You'll find tradition, but also vending machines and Wi-Fi. The real Japan is full of surprises. And yes, sometimes a little confusion. But that's half the adventure. So, ready to see what rural Japan is really like? Let's go, and leave your stereotypes at the door. The bullet train, sleek, fast, punctual. Then you step off into the countryside. It's not the rice paddy panorama from the brochures, more like a spotless bus stop with great signage and a sense that something odd is about to happen. The sounds hit you first: cicadas, a wall of buzzing summer noise, then an 8-bit jingle from a vending machine, hot corn soup in a can, cold green tea, Pocari Sweat. My body was not ready. The smells, fresh air, pine and something vaguely fishy, maybe sunscreen on an 80-year-old farmer with a tiny efficient tractor. He waves or swats a fly. Hard to tell. My first real encounter, a tiny grandma, 4 foot nothing. She bows, I bow. She bows lower, I bow lower. We're locked in a bow-off, a silent, polite battle of spinal flexibility. I lose. She's a pro. The countryside welcomes you with rituals and quirks. It's not about being out of touch. It's about being uniquely, charmingly itself. Every step is a new surprise. Even the vending machines are an adventure. And the people, they're the real highlight. You'll never forget your first bow-off. Or your first can of hot corn soup. Welcome to rural Japan. It's not what you expect, it's better. And a lot more polite. So, take a bow. You're officially in. The tea ceremony. Serene, precise, and quiet, except for my knees cracking like ancient temple timbers. Silence amplifies every awkward sound. I tried to be zen, but my focus was on not breathing too loudly. Then came the kimono. They said it would be elegant. I looked like a confused sausage wrapped in silk. How do people move in these? It's like wearing a beautiful, restrictive carpet. I gained new respect for geishas. And anyone who can navigate stairs in a kimono. Everyone else glided. I nearly tripped over my own feet. Tatami mats look soft, but they're a trap for big Western feet. My dignity took a hit. Several, actually. They said it was about inner peace and beauty. My inner peace was focused on not spilling matcha. Spoiler, I spilled it. On myself, naturally. It was bright green. It matched my eyes if you squinted. Tradition is hard, people, but it's also beautiful. Even if you're awkward. Especially if you're awkward. The rituals are ancient, but the experience is always new. You learn to laugh at yourself, and maybe, just maybe, find a little zen, or at least a good story. That's the real tradition, and I'm here for it, even if my kimono isn't. Japanese cuisine, sushi, tempura, ramen. The holy trinity, right? Rural Japan had other ideas for my palate. Delicious, sometimes terrifying, always memorable ideas. My stomach braced for impact. First up, fermented everything, things I didn't know could be fermented, or should be. My taste buds sent out confused SOS signals. Is this good? Is this poison? Send help! The textures, sometimes slimy, sometimes crunchy, often both. I smiled, chewed, and swallowed, for the sake of international relations. Then came sansai, mountain vegetables. Some looked like they'd fight back. Others tasted like a mountain, very earthy, a little wild. The old lady serving them just chuckled. She knew. They're testing us outsiders with their strange, delicious, slightly alarming plants. But then, hope freshly pounded mochi made before my eyes by a man who could arm wrestle a bear. The mochi was warm, chewy, sweet, amazing. A taste of heaven after a journey through other flavors. Until I learned about the other kind of mochi. Let's just say it involved beans. Lots of beans. My adventure continued, one bite at a time. Sometimes with more enthusiasm than others, but always with curiosity. And a little fear. That's the fun of eating in rural Japan. You never know what's next. But you'll remember every bite. Even the fermented ones. You meet the most incredible people in these villages. Real characters. Genuine originals. Not the stoic types from old movies. More like your eccentric aunt or uncle. If they offered you snacks and homemade plum wine. Take Tanaka-san, 90, maybe 91. He taught me smartphone photography. His Instagram, pure fire. Mostly radishes and a very judgmental cat. He had more followers than me. It was humbling. Then there's the lady at the local store. A glorious emporium of everything. Fishing lures, manga, mysterious pickles, all next to the batteries. She gave me unsolicited life advice, surprisingly good actually, about patience and bamboo shoots. I bought pickles. They were intense. They don't just tolerate weirdness here, they cultivate it. It's a lifestyle, an art form, makes small-town America look beige. These villagers? Anything but boring. My kind of people, really, if they'll have me. And my bad Japanese, and my tendency to knock things over. It's a work in progress, but that's what makes it fun. Every day is a new story, and everyone's a character. Japanese festivals, matsuri, you picture solemn parades, ornate floats, chanting priests. Sometimes that's what you get, for about 5 minutes. Then things get lively, sake flows. Suddenly someone's dressed as a giant squid, another is flipping takoyaki shaped like anime characters. Kids run around with plastic swords and light up wands, battling invisible monsters. It's glorious, organized chaos. A feast for the senses. And your Instagram feed. I saw a Shinto priest in full robes checking his smartphone before blessing a portable shrine. The shrine is hoisted by men in traditional loincloths, also checking their phones, multitasking for the divine. The gods must have great data plans. It's all about balance. Ancient rituals meet modern mayhem. Like a county fair if your fair had 1,000-year-old traditions and sake-fueled dance-offs. Elderly gentlemen outdance and outdrink you. It's humbling and hilarious. These festivals are the heart of the community. Ancient meets modern, and it just works perfectly. You come to rural Japan expecting to disconnect, to find inner peace, to escape the digital leash. But rural Japan has other plans. These villages are connected, seriously connected. I found Wi-Fi stronger than my coffee in places you wouldn't believe. Next to a 1,000-year-old shrine, full bars deep in a bamboo forest, probably. Old farmer Kenji, 70-something, tending wasabi with one hand, swiping TikTok with the other. His wasabi videos are viral. He offered me a route in social media advice. Welcome to the 21st century countryside. It's not a clash of old and new. It's a fusion. Ancient serenity, modern streaming. They're living in the future while we're still figuring out Zoom. There's a lesson here. Embrace technology, but don't lose your soul. Or your wasabi patch. They've mastered it. We're still taking notes. Think about small-town America. Everyone knows your name and your business. Gossip travels fast. So does a new pickup truck. Japan's rural villages? Similar but with more bowing and less casserole. More exquisitely arranged pickles. Rice balls shaped like pandas. The community spirit is different, but strong. In the US, a new tractor is big news. In rural Japan, it's who got the latest agricultural drone, or whose grandma just unlocked a new Animal Crossing achievement. The tech bar is higher. Even for octogenarians, it keeps them young and competitive. You can still get lost. Google Maps will try to help, until it leads you down a goat path or into someone's Zen garden. Cue more bowing. And apologies, they're not stuck in the past, they're curating it, like a living museum where you can get great ramen, and a gentle lecture on chopsticks from a 7-year-old ninja. It's charming, it's baffling, it's Japan, and it's nothing like Mayberry except maybe for the nosy neighbors, but even they're polite. We Westerners like to think we're on the cutting edge, the innovators, the trendsetters. We visit rural Japan and think, how quaint, then rush back to our busy lives. But what if we're missing the point? Maybe quaint means they've figured out things we haven't. Deep community bonds, real connections, ancient traditions that still matter. Hyperspeed internet next to a 1,000-year-old waterfall. Meditate by a carp pond, then video chat with grandkids in Tokyo. They're not forced to choose between old and new. They have both, like a perfectly arranged bento box. Each element distinct but together, harmonious. And probably delicious too. So, who's really ahead? The ones chasing the next big thing? Or the ones who've made the old things new again? My money's on the old farmer. The one with the prize-winning radishes and the killer TikTok feed. He knows. They all know. Maybe it's time we learned from them and stopped calling it quaint, because it's actually genius. And a lot more fun. That's rural Japan, and that's the real story.